This spy drone imagery of PS-31, a decommissioned Navy corvette towed within territorial waters in San Antonio, Zambales to serve as target ship. Combined forces firing at the ship in order to sink it. Among the weapons, HIMARS missiles of the U.S. It took several minutes before another round of HIMARS missiles were delivered. A civilian aircraft and a motorized banca reportedly crossed into the areas where the live fire exercises were being held, prompting a halt to the drills.
Any interloper or any intrusion into the exercise that will endanger the lives of people, whether it's intentional or accidental, is our primary consideration.
The delay triggered a domino effect, especially on the operation of weapon systems, thus affecting the conduct of the exercise.
By the time that the rounds are released, to the time it takes for them to reach 12 nautical miles away, there's a very strong possibility that the PS-31 is no longer in the last registered position.
The armed forces have sought to place exercise locations under a no-fly zone order, which the Civil Aviation Authority approved. The Coast Guard also implementing a no-sail zone in Zambales this week. Wednesday's incidents now raise questions if there were attempts to undermine the joint drills.
We are not sure if it was intentional or accidental, so I will not immediately jump to that conclusion.
But despite some challenges, both forces carried on with their display of firepower. President Bongbong Marcos on hand to watch the drills unfold while it was held in the West Philippine Sea.
His presence is the message. President Marcos perhaps telling Philippine allies as well as its potential adversaries it is committed in enhancing defense ties with the United States.
The president even boarding a HIMARS and briefly speaking with U.S. troops. This rare appearance by a president during a joint exercise comes just days before he is set to meet with U.S. President Joe Biden in Washington to discuss a range of bilateral issues including mutual security and defense.
Even before we do the exercise, we already know that combined operations is inherently hard. Difficult because you're dealing with two different organizations, two different cultures. That is actually what we were practicing. It is very easy to pull the trigger on a weapon system. And that is not what we were demonstrating a while ago. What we were demonstrating was our ability to operate at the operational level, at the joint and combined level.
We always take away the learning points more than the successes, because the learning points will allow us to be more successful in the future in our interoperability.
Both Philippine and U.S. forces are set to assess the outcome of this year's Balikatan, the largest ever in recent history, to prepare for its next year's iteration. In Zambales, David Santos, CNN.